So believe it or not, this is probably one of the harder tracks I've ever done in my life. It consists of about 7 kilometres of constant stutters, or whoops if you prefer to call them that. You can't tell with the GoPro camera I'm using set on fisheye. You can't actually see how deep these stutters get. They can get up to about 4 foot deep, and they're just constant. They're absolute pounding. You don't ever get to sit down on the seat, you get to stand up the whole time. And geez, I was getting arm pump. Be careful here, a bit close to the road, so keep a lookout for any cars coming down the road. The other part of that track, this part's not so bad, but prior to this is you ride alongside the fence as you go over the whoops. It's a barbed wire fence, so you don't want to come off at all. So this is the first time I've been down here on the new KLX450. She handled really good. A couple of times I got a bit squirrely, but I managed to hang on. You can kind of get an idea of how constant the whoops are. You can't actually see how deep they actually get. It's quite the workout, I can assure you of that. Beautiful ride though, through the little bits of scrub that you get. Really enjoy it. You can't see on the video, but there's a canola field up ahead. The wind's actually blowing the pollen my way, and the aroma was beautiful. I love it. See here we're close to that barbed wire fence, so I don't really recommend this ride for youngsters. It's a road that goes between Sherlock and Karoonda, South Australia. KLX450r Road, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, even though I've lived near it for 15 years. Which is funny because living out in the country, I grew up in suburban Victoria, and where you knew every street, in the neighbourhood, but living out in the country, I was surprised that 50 metres from my house, at the crossroad, I didn't know what the street across the road was called. To tell you the truth, offhand I still don't, because there's just no need. There's no need to know the names out here. You just drive them. You can see it's a constant up and down ride. So for quite a few years I've been dreaming, I had this dream of wanting to enter the Finke Desert Race. I'm getting a bit old now at 43, but we'll see what happens next year, because I'm quite keen, hence why I'm out here. Trying to build up the arm muscles, getting quite arm pumped. So I'll try to do this every few days. The next month, build up to try and get there every day. I think it's about 15 kilometre ride from here, straight up the bitumen. Yeah, these are some of the deeper ones. track up ahead does actually continues for around another, I think another K, maybe two, pretty much up to the township of Karoonda, but yeah, the track from there on out hasn't been ridden on for a long time, so I turned around and headed back for a bit to see how far I could get back, but I'm not going to lie, I think I only travelled another couple hundred metres and yeah, my arms were just numb as silk. Went a little bit harder just now because I knew I was going to pull off the track shortly. Ideally, I would redo the shocks for this kind of riding, redo the oil, adjust some settings. Still set on stock factory settings. I haven't had a lot of a chance to get out there and have a good feel for the bike. I've only had it a couple of weeks, so. This is just a little side track I found off the road. Generally, as a rule to myself, if I see a track off a road, I explore it. Basically, this track is just used for tractors. A lot of the time they're just moving equipment. Every now and again you'll see the ripped roller marks on the ground there. You can see them there. No cars. So this is another little sandy track. It kind of cuts the corner, so I like to just hit it in fifth gear. As far as throwing this bike around, the KLX450 is one of the better bikes I've ever had. Probably the best bike just to throw around on the ground. It's quite manoeuvrable. Now this is just a bit of rail trail. I've been travelling this for 15 years, so I can hit this track at around 100, 110, which you'll see. You can just make out the speedo there. There's actually a few jumps that I'll hit at around 100, 110, get airborne shortly, and I would have continued on further down this track, but as you'll soon see, it starts to rain. It's quite rough and bumpy, a few rocks around, but you can go fairly hard down this track as long as you hang on. So I come up to them hits now. Just a small jump there. Getting airborne. We're doing about 110 k's, the bigger one. And you can just see raindrops starting to fall now, hitting the camera. And I look up ahead and I see a dark cloud and the rain. So I decided I would outrun it. Nothing like a bit of a chase. So you don't quite get the air coming back this way. You're kind of more drop-offs than they are hits. So this railway's abandoned for the last 10 years now. Yeah, the railway is abandoned. The thing that's annoying is they left the stop signs at all the crossings. Some of them locals have moved, but it is rather annoying. Like the track's long gone, 10 years since it's been used. It'll never get used again. So we're still just trying to outrun that bit of rain. I'm actually not far from home. I'm about, probably only about 1 kilometre from home. So this is one of them crossings with a stop sign left. Yet, like I said, the railway's been abandoned for over 10 years. It's all overgrown, falling apart. Yeah, it was a bit hard to hold up. This road's pretty rough. Basically, just near home now. You can see I've beat the rain now. So that was my workout for the day, and thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.